I like the sports and all my friends, and the teachers and faculty are really nice.
Here I can focus more on class and just learn more, and academics are great here, so I really like that.
In the New Testament, Jesus tells us that the greatest commandment is to love the Lord our God with our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and then to love our neighbors ourselves. So Jesus is saying that we should love Him with the entirety of our being, with everything we have. The mission and philosophy of education at Greater Things Christian Academy is to engage the whole child, the entirety of the child, their heart, their mind, and their will. And we do that by delivering rigorous academics with an individualized and differentiated approach to instruction with a biblical perspective. The heart for us is the hook for education. So from our teachers' perspective, they work hard at building a relationship with the students, because we believe if we can get a student connected to their teacher from the heart, then we have won a lot of the battle as it relates to having students have the motivation necessary to want to excel in the classroom. So our teachers work hard at building relationships with the students. We work hard at helping build relationships with the student as it relates to their relationship with God. We start every class at the beginning of the day by reading God's Word and talking about God's Word and allowing students to share their prayer requests, things that are on their hearts and minds, maybe things that their families are going through or that they're going through. And so we're able to drive the student to God and continue to develop that heart relationship between the teacher and the student and God. Every Friday we have chapel, a school-wide chapel, and we get together and worship and sing and talk about God's Word, and it's a time where students can really be encouraged with their faith. So as we work on developing the heart relationship between the student and the teacher and the student and God and the student and their classmates, we're able to ask important questions and allow students to think about the important questions about the relevancy of even being in school and having to go through their subjects and individual classes, whatever that subject might be. And we're able to ask questions like, why would we want to excel in the English language or in math or science or something from history or literature? And the reason is because we have a God who is the absolute epitome of knowledge and wisdom, and He has given us the opportunity to give Him our very best at being excellent in those areas, to being able to know it and be able to talk about it and give Him our very best. God deserves our best. And then when we talk about how we get along with one another from a relationship standpoint, we're able to give more than just the common inferior answer of be nice because you should be nice. Be kind because you should be kind. Do well in school because you ought to want to do well. But the reason that's really superior to that is that we have a God who deserves our very best. And so God says in His Word that we can't say that we're right with Him if we can't get along with our classmates and we can't treat other people right. So the reason we should pray for one another and encourage one another, the reason we should avoid things like intimidation and bullying, is because God's Word tells us what He expects from us. And so our focus first at Greater Things Christian Academy is to hook kids with the heart, their relationship with God, their relationship with their teacher, their relationship with their classmates, and we believe that this is really the gateway at getting them to the place of excelling in the area of academics.
My favorite thing is that we get to learn about God, and public schools don't do that.
My favorite class is probably history, because we sometimes get to laugh sometimes.
I like the fact that we're able to meet the student where they are. If they need help getting up to grade level, we can help them with that. And if they're excelling beyond that, they don't have to just sit in class and be bored, but we can give them things to challenge them and move them on to a deeper level of understanding.
Well, my favorite thing about teaching here at Greater Things is the biblical integration. Mr. Harris is very adamant about all of our lessons revolving around the truth, and that is something that I get to rest in.
One of the benefits of being a student at GTCA is the classroom size. We intentionally have a smaller classroom. And one of the benefits of that is that our teachers can adopt a more individualized approach to instruction. We can look at a student's history, we can observe how they're doing in the classroom in a particular subject, and then we can develop a more personalized approach to help them go to deeper levels of understanding. While we appreciate assessments and testing, and we do them in subject matters as well as national standards testing. We want students to do more than be able to dispense information. We want them to be able to contextualize the information, to articulate it, to verbalize it. We want them to be sure that they know it and how it connects to other things that they're studying in school and other things that they're talking about in school, as well as current events that are going on in our world and in our country. And so we take an individualized approach to instruction and a differentiated approach to instruction. More than that, we also acknowledge and appreciate gender differences. We believe that boys learn differently than girls and vice versa, by and large. So the mind plays an important role with the educating of students.
I like that it's a Christian school. Is that I get to learn about God and it's more structured.
Well, I like the songs in chapel. It's really cool. I really like the songs in chapel. And the PE games are awesome.
I love my students. I like to see them learn new concepts. I like to see the light bulb go off in their head when they've learned something new. And they are fun. They always have something new that they want to teach me.
We're given a promise in the book of Proverbs that says that we should train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he won't depart from it. Well, clearly what he won't depart from is the instruction and the way that he's been raised in his home, in his church, and in the school. If you think about it, a student that goes to school from kindergarten to 12th grade, they're going to be exposed to about 16,000 hours of education, 16,000 hours of teachers, a handful of teachers that are going to invest in them. So if what we're doing at our school is connecting with what you're doing and valuing in your home, plus what you value and are doing and being taught to your child in the church that you choose to attend to be a part of, then we're helping nurture and develop the will of your child long term. It's going to change what kind of person they are as they become an adult, and you're going to see those changes as they go through school here, because we see ourselves as partners with the parents. Parents are fundamentally responsible for the raising of their children and the education of their children. So we believe if we can partner with you, we can see children learn to take responsibility for their own actions, learn to take responsibility for their own work, learn to share with other people, to work and care about other people. And we believe that if we can connect them with the heart and hook them with the heart and develop their mind, that we will ultimately see that come out in their will and how they serve and how they care and take responsibility for themselves.
Well, I like the friends, the school that's a Christian school. It's really fun.
It's a really nice school. There's a lot of nice teachers here. The students are nice.
I think what the best is that I have a bunch of friends that really care about me.
Becoming a student at GTCA is really simple. All of our application process is all online. The application, the enrollment process, and so one of the things that I would encourage you to do is, if you're interested in proceeding and finding out more about the school, is filling out an inquiry form. And when you fill that out and you submit it, then we'll contact you and set up a time for you and your child to come into the school, and you get to tour the campus and meet some of our teachers. And I really look forward to getting to meeting you and your child and talk to them more about our school and how they could be a fit here. We do have a tuition assistance program that's available that could minimize the cost of our tuition somewhat for your family. We believe that our tuition is very affordable, and if you prioritize it and you feel like this is the place that God is leading you to, that you can make it work to have your child come here, and we would love to have them be a part of GTCA.